And yeah, I just thought I'd share a quick devotion with you guys to encourage you all, especially in this season where things are just a bit weird and sometimes we don't really know our place. That could be within your own careers, work, within ministry as well. But I've titled it, You Chose Me. And the passage that I'll be focusing on is John 15, verse 16, which says, You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last, and so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. So hearing the words, I chose you, was everything that I needed to feel secure in myself and secure in my role within the ministry. And these three words bring affirmation that although other people may not like you or don't like the way you do things, or they may reject you, that God chose you. And the words I chose you confirm God's calling over my life and over your life as well. And these words, I chose you, can ease any apprehension that you may have about, should I be serving in the ministry? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing it, the way that the latest kids worker is doing it? And so we need to take these words and personalize them and make it into a declaration and say that God chose me. And God didn't decide to adopt you because of your family history or your amazing past or your abilities and the things that you do really well. He chose you because he loves you and that he has a plan for your life. And before the creation of the world, God made a decision about you. That's something that we need to stop and think. Before the creation of the world, God made a decision about you as an individual. He saw all the good and the bad and the ugly in our lives, yet he still had a desire for you to be part of his family. God chose you. So if there's anything that you can take from this short devotion, is that God went to great lengths to choose you. And just to encourage you all, like, I know this season is weird, very weird. Emma can attest to that. It's a weird season. We went from doing ministry in a way that we probably would have had it when we were young or knew how things were, to going into the world of, digital and virtual and not being able to, share the word in the way that we know. But his words during this season, this really unsettling season, are, I chose you. And what I want to challenge you all with is that, why don't we use this same knowledge that God chose us to encourage the children within our care? The kids who have been out of school for a while, the kids who haven't been able to see their church friends or their school friends, those kids who may have felt emotions that they never would have imagined, those kids who've lost a family member, those kids who no longer get to go outside, those kids who can't stand being on a screen anymore. Why don't we use this knowledge that God chose us and share it with them to remind them that God chose them? As much as this season has been difficult for us, it could potentially be very difficult for them as well. So our position as children's workers and children's leaders is to remind these kids and to encourage them that God chose them. So I want to challenge you with this as well. As we prepare to go back, I'm sure Emma will go into details about when you guys reopen. We are also planning this to reopen in April. And what I want to encourage you with, and my team as well, let's begin to pray and prepare our hearts for these children as we begin to go back. There's a task at hand that we all have to do together. It's definitely a team effort. I know that Emma works extremely hard, and I know she loves you all as well, and she speaks very highly of you. But this is a season where we all need to come together with our individual abilities, but also the knowledge that God chose us to encourage and bring up the next generation. So that's my devotion. I hope it's blessed you guys. And just, if there's anything you've taken from it, it's that God chose you.